All right, guys, welcome to another episode on the Highs and Lows podcast crypto segment. This is our episode 18, and I'm your host, Solomon Gifts. I'm here with my co-host, Mr. Chromia Miracle. So, yeah, as you already know what we talk about on this podcast, crypto, everything happening in the ecosystem, investments, how you can make money, how you can avoid losing money, and also the latest happenings. Yeah. You know, a whole lot has been happening this week.
Yeah.
Like it's been crazy. Just a few hours ago, talking about what has been happening. Just a few hours ago, we saw Argentina president launch a meme coin.
It's now a trend.
Yeah, it's a trend, and you know, Trump started this, and now we've seen, I think, about 3 presidents.
The one from Central African Republic.
Central African Republic, he also launched the meme coin, and just a few hours ago, we're seeing Libra, the one launched by the Argentine president, which. It's funny and it's difficult to see if people make money from these stuffs or if they end up losing money, or more persons end up losing money and few persons make money. Personally, I didn't bother trading it because these coins, they tend to launch at very off hours and you don't expect it. And again, you tend to see lots of copies.
Yeah, of course.
Online. You might see like 3, 4, 5, 6 different copies online. And it will now be a struggle of trying not to buy the fake one that you end up losing all of your capital. So personally, I didn't bother even trying to invest in it. I saw it, I think 2-3 hours after it launched.
Yeah.
So I just didn't bother.
The challenge with most of this thing now is I think I saw somewhere that particular token, Libra, the token creators, they made away with about $107 million.
Crazy,
right?
In about 4 or 5 hours.
Yes, it's a zero-sum game. So if you're telling me you made 100, that's the token creator itself made $107 million. That means a whole lot of people lost a whole lot of money.
Fact.
That's what you're just
because
saying.
The money has to come from somewhere.
Of course, now
it
doesn't
has
just
to come from somewhere.
$107 million is a whole lot of money for the token creator to make. Assuming token creator made maybe $5 million, you know that okay, the rest of the money, other people made money. Yes, people will lose money because it's a zero-sum game. But if only the token creator made that much, a whole lot of persons lost money.
Yeah.
Now, it like you said, it's a trend now because Central African Republic, the president of Central African Republic, they made their own token.
Yeah, which got to almost $1 billion before dumping aggressively to like 100 million or so.
And if this thing keeps happening like this, currently the state of the market is bad, it's shitty, right? We'll still now keep having a lot of liquidity being pulled out of the market.
And you talk about the distraction too.
Yes.
Because most persons, the few persons that would even make money from those memes, they won't rotate back to investing in solid projects.
The truth is, when we're talking about now onboarding people, right? Let's say the Argentine coin onboarded a few people from Argentina, the experience will not be good.
Yeah, it was a negative experience.
Yes, because they would not know how to navigate the ecosystem fast enough to make money out of it. Because now, someone that is coming in would know, what would I do? Okay, get Phantom, buy Soul from here, copy contract address. They are still learning the rudiments. Meanwhile, the OGs, they are using bots to snipe the whole thing. So they are going to be crushed. So imagine someone that is maybe patriotic or happy, our president launched the coin, let's go buy it. Maybe they've not really understood what market cap is, how the whole thing works, and maybe they are overzealous or they are really excited. They put $1,000, $2,000, and then right before your eyes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, because these things happen really fast. Your 1K dollars is like $200. Or your 1K dollars is like $50.
Yeah.
And you are mad. You don't even know what to expect. And then before you know it, 0.1. Your money is gone.
It's gone. And it's even scarier because of how fast
it happens.
These things happen.
Yes. So even the onboarding, because most people will be like, oh yes, creating these coins has their own upside or their own advantage in that it's onboarding the Web2 guys into crypto. But what you fail to put into consideration is that what is the experience when you onboarded them the first time? We saw what Ton did a few months back with the whole airdrop thing. A whole lot of persons were onboarded into crypto with zero knowledge. but they made some money because most of them didn't really put
Money,
into it.
So just
They were,
time.
your time, tap, do some tasks online and all that stuff. A good number of them stayed back.
No doubt,
right?
at least 10-15%.
Yes,
were
stayed
retained.
back, trying to learn. Okay, this thing is more than airdrops. This thing is more than Tom. They have other ecosystems and all. That's a good kind, right? But onboarding people with this whole Dengen, Gamblefy,
Celebrities launching meme coins
and rogging crazy, it doesn't make any sense.
It's
at
not,
least to me,
it's not sustainable
at all.
and it doesn't present a good experience.
It doesn't. For the new guys, it doesn't,
because they have to put in money.
Of course,
they have to also put in time, and it comes with lots of excitement and expectation, where you find out even someone that is not even into crypto, the person will be like, wow, did you buy Trump coin? Did you buy the Libra coin? You get, most times they hear only about the excitement. I heard that somebody turned $100 to $10,000. You get, that's one person against over 1,000 persons that turned $2,000 to $2 or to $4.
I saw a screenshot of the transaction record for Dex Screener. Someone showed a particular address. You can see how much the person bought, how much the person sold, and the P&L. Someone invested about $600,000 and then withdrew. Guess how much?
$50.
$300.
Can imagine.
So the person now said this is the dark side,
obviously,
of DGen that nobody will tell you. Now, the fact is, it's easier for you to turn $10,000 into $2. It's easier,
faster
than the other way around. But you see people preach, oh, if you held Shiba 2 months ago, now you'll be. Do you know how many people did the reverse? The reverse is faster. The reverse is much more.
It's much more certain.
Yes, than the other type. You get. But people don't talk about it. People always want to tell you, oh, I told this guy to buy this token and he bought it, and now he's buying a house.
Exactly. It's crazy. It's crazy. So for those listening, do let us know if you invested in the Libra coin, if you made profits. The other coin launched by the president of Central Africa, and what's the name of the coin again?
Central African
Republic. CAR. Do let us know too if you invested in it, if you made money. Let's know. Personally, we didn't bother investing in it, but if you did and you made money, do let us know. At least some other persons can learn from your experience. And also, if you lost money, still let us know. Comments. Let's just know your experience. Then next, we've also seen the Binance Smart Chain season. Season has been
out.
He has been tweeting a lot. He has been talking about
and
a
all
lot.
These things. I think all these things are orchestrated because all of a sudden, CZ is telling us the name of his dog.
Yeah, and
telling us how many dog he has.
Yeah, I know the crazy thing about the CZ own is he said he was going to drop the name of his dog by so and so time the following day. You get, so everyone was already waiting and anticipating for that point in time. Now at the same time, that was also like huge publicity for Binance Smart Chain,
because they already had their own pump fund style
so people could easily go there and create. But irrespective, we still knew that people would do the same thing on Solana, because that's where you have more liquidity. So there's no guarantee that if that particular meme is created on Binance Smart Chain to outperform the one created on Solana, there is no guarantee. Most likely, the one on Solana will still outperform it, but naturally, people will just want to
but you
bridge
know that
funds, trade on Binance Smart Chain.
The one in Binance is either directly or indirectly tied to
CZ. Yeah, so the thing now is most persons naturally will expect that one on Binance Smart Chain, Binance will support that one, and Binance will most likely list that particular one. So like it or not, it brought about indirect publicity for Binance Smart Chain. And we have been seeing Binance Smart Chain season. It's one Nigerian guy turned $100 to $50,000
allegedly.
No, it wasn't allegedly. He did actually. He
Because I
thought,
saw the screenshot of the chart, but
no, he did because he took profits. He
Yeah,
pulled out
this-
about $45,000.
this guy, she didn't share this contract address for people to check. So
Well,
I don't really,
if he didn't take profit, that's on him. But I want to believe he
yeah,
took
because
profits.
our Nigerian key opinion leaders and influencers and all that, they can't do anything for
Yeah, but this particular person is just like a normal. He's not like an influencer. It's just like an account that just invested in this.
Yes, but what I've
project.
noticed about most guys these days, even outside crypto, now that X pays some form of revenue for blue tick, guys get into controversy just for engagement. I've noticed.
Yeah, no doubt.
Twitter, that so at some point it becomes alarming. Why would you say something that is stupid or do something that is unreasonable just because you want people to engage in your posts? So for me, when someone tells me, oh, they made it, so if you're bold enough to come and say you used $1,000 to make 40k dollars, drop your contract address. Let people just look at it. So if someone looks at your contract, no wahala, I'm not doubting you. But if you're coming out to drop charts where you told someone to put 1k and the person the person has made, it's not even 50k. I think that was 500k that the guy wrote. Because when I went down,
this one, I think the guy made. He said he made 50K.
When I went down to the comment section, the comment was like, "On I don't start again." Like the normal, the more I don't start again now to pressure people. You will not tell people how much that you've lost or how much other people have lost in this kind of a thing. My own is, if you're bold enough to say, you do know what it is for you to make 40k dollars and come out to tell people you made 40k in Nigeria today, drop the contract address. If you drop contract address, it's not like in the dark ages now that people don't know how to look up contract address. There are so many tools that makes it even easy to look at it, to know, okay, drop it. We'll see how much you put. We'll see how much you made. We'll now see your P&L. Oh, this person truly made this money. You not say you're afraid to drop contract address. If you're not afraid to drop screenshots.
Yeah, of how much you made.
So nobody will be tracking. You can always abandon that address. It's that simple. And therefore, as a matter of fact, some people would even argue that you can even go and get someone else's contract address and drop. You get so for me, yes, there is money in this whole degen play. But let's be realistic. We are dealing with newbies. We are dealing with people that get overly excited. It's a zero-sum game. Your money that you're making, somebody else just lost the money. Money is not coming from thin air. It's in a way, it's like a legalized Ponzi. It's an acceptable kind of Ponzi, right? Just like you have tin tomato. Someone is paying you to collect that tin tomato just because the person finds the tin tomato to be valuable. Right? The moment everybody agrees that thing is not valuable, the whole thing collapses. So it's in this whole trading and investment. But the truth is,
that generally, that's how life is.
Yes.
Because even real estate,
that is it.
If we all agree that this property is worth 4 million,
that is it.
It will be worth 4 million. If in the next week, the way real estate company, they add value to their property, the next week they wake up and they say it's 6 million, and people agree and start paying, it's worth 6 million. Now the crazy thing is, when once a few persons have agreed and started paying that money, they won't want to collect less for it. So if they come out 6 months after and they say it's now worth 11 million, even when it's not justified, you don't have any infrastructure around it. You don't have anything bringing money around it. Nothing. Everything is still almost the same thing. But just because they said this is now the new value,
agreed to
people
need to give you your consent.
So I feel it's similar to almost everything. The day that maybe government wakes up and says we'll be demolishing something around that area, price
crashes.
Everything will just crash. So I feel it's the same thing. It's just the way we look at it. Because the moment maybe Binance wakes up, or maybe a president comes up and says, I have no affiliation with that token,
it dies.
Or we are not supporting that one,
it dies.
Suddenly it goes down. Like
it dies.
In like the crazy thing with crypto
the
crazy thing with crypto is everything will happen in like
with a fraction. 1 minute.
It's 1 minute.
Fast.
Everything just goes down the drain.
Yeah.
So I feel the whole Ponzinomics, it applies to almost everything, even in stocks.
Yeah, that's why I said it's legal. It's a legal, acceptable.
It applies to almost everything. So still talking on like Binance matching season, we have seen one of the OG projects there, like Cake. So Cake has been like, it's just been there, almost a stable coin.
Cake is a money printer in terms of almost other services.
No, in DeFi, in terms of if you're doing like proper DeFi, if you're a liquidity provider, you're making good money. They have lots of services there, but for people that are doing majorly spot trading with the token, depending on price action, it's been more of like a stable coin. But with this Binance season,
of course,
we saw it rally to $3 from less than 1.9. It got to $3, which that's about 50% or more, almost 100% I did. That's huge, because what people fail to understand is there are people that they are always making money in crypto. They stay away from the hypes, meme coins, and they just use spare cash for fun. Just try it. If it works, nothing. If it doesn't work, no issues. But they focus on solid plays and solid projects. So anyone that understood the hype, CZ is putting up some stuff that is about to bring traction to Binance Smart Chain. The person would know that two major projects will benefit from this. One will be BNB. Two would be Cake. BNB FDV is very high, so it take a whole lot for BNB to move. But Cake is relatively low, and it hasn't necessarily moved for over a year now. It's still around the same price. And most of these transactions will be happening via Cake liquidity pools, you get. So naturally, the person will just go and either long Cake or spot buy Cake. And that's one easy way that people use to make money. Whereas some are gambling on the DGen memes. This person can just go and put in like $8K on Cake and remove $7K on top as profit, or $5K as profit within a space of 1 week, 2 weeks. Because that narrative happens very fast. It won't last 1 month, 2 months, sometimes just 5 days, 4 days. And the person is in and out. So there are multiple ways people make money and leverage on this.
It's the BNB season, because they launched the Brocolli. Which
Brocolli performed. It performed well, but there were lots of Brocolli.
Of course,
on Binance Smart Chain, there were more than 20 Brocolli. On Solana, we had more than 5. The one on Solana even got. I was watching it. It got to almost $3 billion FTV.
This is the space we're in.
Crazy.
And if you make the wrong move, you lose money.
No, you will lose.
You get so.
You lose money.
That's why. For example, if we had, let's say, the DGen play on Binance Smart Chain is hot. DGen play on Solana is hot. Let's say DGen play on one other chain. Let's say Base.
Let's say Avalanche.
Or Avalanche is hot. People would be confused where to throw money into, thereby losing money. Because if because people refer to it as fragmented liquidity. If, let's say, Brocolli now launched on Binance Smart Chain and it's trending, and you're hearing that Binance is going to list Brocolli, and there's a Brocolli that is trading on Solana, there's a Brocolli that is trading on Base, and there's a Brocolli that is trading on Avalanche. People that just heard Brocolli, but guy, go buy Brocolli. If they are pro Base, they're going to go and buy it on Base. Or sometimes some people, they have like an overview. The one on Base is 10 million. The one on Solana is 1 billion. I'll go and buy the one on Base, is cheaper. And thereby some people don't even know where the narrative started. They just heard Brocolli is going to be listed by Binance. Binance has announced it, and there's a Brocolli trading on Base. They might go and pump a huge amount of money to the one on Base. And maybe turns out the one on Base was just launched by one of the maybe famous farmers or roggers. And then next thing, after 24 hours, they vanish. The full liquidity, your money has lost. And then it doesn't make sense to you why Binance is listing Brocolli. Why Brocolli just disappeared from this? So there's a chance of people losing more money when these things are happening on different chains at the same time. But we're about to get into like a proper bull market where we will see these things
It will repeat
very frequently,
and it will happen even faster than usual.
Yeah, of course. And people
very,
are
very
going to be
fast.
quick to
Very
forget, because
fast.
by the time you're digesting this one, another one has launched and crashed. So you'll be like, well, no, at least
there'll be no
only
time.
me lose
No
money.
time.
You get, yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but then again, we've seen AO mainnet launch.
Yeah.
The AO mainnet, although it hasn't actually technically
fully launched. Yes.
Yeah, the mainnet is not 100% live yet, but unofficially, AO mainnet is live, and afterwards we've seen like a huge dump in most of the projects
on
there. Yeah, at the same time, we have not seen centralized exchanges
listing the token.
But
we've seen pre-markets at
we've seen LBank, MXC pre-markets. But if you look at the disparity, it's huge.
It's huge, yes.
You get LBank, it's traded at approximately $100 per token, yes. Whereas on MXC approximately $30.
Yes.
Whereas on the AO ecosystem itself, it's between 25 and 30.
It's a huge disparity. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and we're yet to see like publicity. We're yet to see awareness. But generally speaking, I still strongly believe this project would easily hit $1 billion FDV.
Of course,
I still very, very well expected to do that. But that's about that. There are still so many other projects on AO, which I won't necessarily be talking about that today. The next major thing we've seen in the market, Minds of Da, they finally migrated to
fully migrated,
to Chromia blockchain, and the game is now running 100% on the Chromia blockchain, which it's kind of exciting because this thing has been coming for almost 4 years now.
It's been a long time.
We've been expecting this, and don't forget the test version of this game was actually on Chromia testnet before migrating to Binance Smart Chain. Then now it's finally back. So it brings up thoughts and expectation on the Chromia season, where we'll now start seeing on-chain transactions. The DEX, we're still expecting Chelsea Swap. And briefly, what do you think will be the FDV of Chelsea Swap immediately it goes live? Let's say within the first 1 week to 2 weeks.
If it goes live, I would like to guess. The truth is, when we are forecasting Chromia's price for quite a long time now, no matter how we downplay it, Chromia somehow downplays it more than us. That's the funny thing with Chromia. So I'm really particular about forecasting price action on their own chain, because we know that they launched eval on base, and eval did well, almost $20 million market cap. We also know that they launched SQR fund on Solana, which also did well. I think above $5 million market cap.
Got almost 10.
Yes. So now, if it's on their own chain, a whole lot has to be in play. There has to be a lot of liquidity. The bridge has to be very functional. There has to be mass exit for the bridge. There have to be a stable coin, which they've hinted will be coming soon. So that all these things has to be ready. And then there's this little bit of learning curve in interacting with the Chromia chain, which is different from every other
from other chains.
Yes. So for me, realistically, maybe once CCY launches, maybe the token that might be trading might be CCY, CHRO, maybe hopefully Colorpool might have launched then. But personally, I'll just be really conservative with the price of Chromia, of Chelsea. Maybe 2 million. Right?
Well, if I see Chelsea at 2 million, I'll be disappointed. I feel Chelsea is not supposed to launch within the first, even if it's less than, but within the first 2 weeks, it's supposed to be priced to at least 10 million FDV.
Well,
they've said, they've hinted on two important stuffs aside the fact that Chelsea will be a DEX on Chromia.
That's to be a launch pad.
Yeah, a launch pad, which we all know that for you to participate on the projects that would launch there, you would need to hold a reasonable amount of CCY tokens.
But they won't be launching that feature immediately.
Well, but based on expectation, people want to bag it at that cheap price.
Well, you have this information and you've kept it. Not everybody has kept that information.
Not everyone is aware. Yeah. Then the next thing too is they're also looking at making it possible to purchase Chromia names. .chr names. So I think these three things, if we put these three things together, a DEX, a launch pad, and also the fact that you'll be able to buy your CHRO names. We have protocols that the only thing they do is just name service. That's the only thing, and they are doing pretty well. We have the ones that is just DEX, they are doing very well. We have the ones that is just Launchpad, they are doing very well. So this guy is putting all three things together. I think it gives them a huge edge to be valued at least 10 FDV.
It does actually, because people have actually complained about the likes of Colorpool, saying they have their own DEX. They are likes of Sloppy. Also, because if you check now, Sloppy is beginning to be active on Twitter. Right? Colorpool, they were supposed to launch their Prism, whatever, 13th of this month, which they now announced that, they're going to shift it in March, and they've not even given a date in March. So it's more like it's a thing with Chromia and shifting time, right? But Chelsea has come out to say what we are waiting is for only one thing from the Chromia team. And why we did this snapshot 2 weeks ago was because they gave us word that the MVP is ready. It's only when we went back to them and now found out that the MVP is ready, but then we can't use it
yet.
So yes, that's why we are waiting for that. What is it that Chelsea is waiting for? The function of the bridge that enables mass exit. What is mass exit? You made money on Chromia.
I can pull the funds out.
Then I can pull 90% or 100% of that fund out of Chromia. You get, without having to wait 2 days, 3 days for it to happen. So that means Chelsea has the success of its users in mind, or the security of its users in mind. That's why they've not implemented, because they've told you several.
Everything is ready. They've built everything. It's just to deploy.
It's just let them say that this thing is usable. Let's test it. If it's usable and we're okay with it,
we deploy.
We have, because they have more than $40,000 in liquidity to bootstrap the Chelsea CHR pool, because they took the liquidity
from Avalanche.
Avalanche. So for me, I'm still hoping that February is the month of Chromia. But it's now beginning to look like, maybe it might be March, first week of March, because we're dealing with Chromia. But that being said, we are seeing dApps indicate interest, migrating to Chromia. Nomisma is doing their
blockchain.
The DeFi
for AI
platform.
agents and all.
Yes, so I'm actually impressed with their way of doing things. And they said this is season 1. So if you're doing season 1, how long will season 1 be? And what will be? Would it end at season 2, or will that be a season 3? So it's not beginning to look like maybe DeFi season might be in March. So, but anyway, Chromia is beginning to see more life than we've ever seen. Right?
There's progress. There's progress. So talking about airdrops, a lot has been going on. We've seen, it's only fair to an extent to say one of the biggest winners these days are the airdrop farmers. This year particularly, one of the biggest winners this year so far, they are the airdrop farmers. We've seen airdrop farmers make like cool cash from airdrops have easily paid 4-5 digits this year, which it's no surprise. We actually said that 2025 will be like the year for airdrops, and it would also be like a super bullish year for meme coins. Where we'll see lots of hypes around memes and all. So just recently we saw Akam airdrop. People made good money from Akam.
I think this Akam thing will not have to be like a regular.
Season 2. Season 2. The first time they actually rewarded, that was like 2 years ago. They rewarded people reasonably over $1,000.
Which one is reasonably? It's more than reasonably.
Over 1,000. Really very fair.
Yes,
very fair reward. Good. And right now they have also rewarded. But the thing now is, right now they rewarded more to influencers. Based on my observation, it was more to influencers. So easily saw influencers doing $5,000, $4,000, $8,000, $15,000, even as much as $20-something, $30,000 together influencers got. Whereas the average basic users, they were still able to make like $300, $400.
Are they rewarding influencers more because of ref or what?
Well, it's also because of ref and people they were able to onboard.
That's right.
Because they have to nominate you. Someone has to nominate you. Just can't easily just get into the ecosystem like that and qualify for the airdrop. You get, so someone had to nominate you. You get, so but generally speaking, most persons got rewarded. So it was a good airdrop from Arkham, very good airdrop. The next was Story Protocol. Yeah, Story Protocol also did reward people, although influencers too, they got like the most rewards. But then some persons will make an argument, which I can understand, that it's justified when influencers get more because they put in the work, they work hard.
Referrals, you know.
Yeah, but at the same time, I can agree that yes, they grind, they put in the work. It's not easy to be an influencer. You get shilling these projects, creating content. You know, most of these influencers, they have teams working behind them so that they are paying. So I would say it's justified when they tend to give influencers a bit more. You get in those airdrops. But this brings me to the next aspect of how people can make money from these airdrops. You know, there's a trend, a pattern, if you notice, from all of these airdrops for the past 6 months, even before. Immediately they list, and you know MXC is fond of listing them on features too, sports and features. Immediately they list, they start dumping afterwards. Almost even Vanna, even Zion, like almost all of them, it has been very, very consistent. So for most features traders, what they are just doing is when they hear an airdrop is going live and it will be launching so on MXC, what they are waiting for is list on MXC so that they can short it. And they are shorting it with good leverage, 30x, 50x, 100x. If MXC allows up to 100x short, they are shorting it with a reasonable stop loss so it doesn't weak them out of the trade. And most persons have used that strategy to make like good money, because like I said, for the past 6 months, all the airdrops we've been seeing since October, aside what's this airdrop that's
Bengry?
No.
Magic Eden?
No, aside Magic Eden, all of them, they all crashed. Aside this airdrop that is still at 28, Hyperliquid, Hype.
Okay, Hype.
Besides Hype, you get, so Hype is the 1/10 that didn't actually do like that. So you find out if you stick to that strategy, at least 7 out of 10 times you'll get it right. It lists on MXC, you short that project.
Because I think what happens,
you make good money.
These guys, they list it at very high
even
prices.
Even Bearer, the same thing happened with Bearer. All of them
crazy. Bearer went from I think $20 to like $5 or so.
So it's very consistent. I've noticed it.
I think what these guys do is that
even Layer,
they do it on purpose.
Even Layer
to the same thing. Crazy amount. Because they decide the amount they want to list it at.
Yeah, they decide the amount, but then people start selling, taking profits.
It's market makers. So if you give your market makers the tokens, so they can actually decide how they want to list, because this thing is in the other book, you decide how much you want to sell. One thing I've noticed too back then, even now is still there, you cannot buy market. Most of these tokens, when they launch, you cannot buy it at market price. You have to set an order. So they know what they do on purpose. So you have to actually go and take someone's order. And you're saying, see, guy, this order, the next order is really high. But you have to take it. You can't buy market. And they know why they are doing that you cannot buy market. So they list it at very outrageous prices. And then they expect, by the time people now start, because they give you, another thing too they do is sometimes they delay the claiming.
That one is very obvious. They delay the claim. They allow the claim sometimes minutes after it has gone live. Sometimes they can even be funny too.
Because they use that to also create some form of scarcity. So people now that are anticipating that this thing is going to pump harder, they didn't get the token, or some people that also got the tokens, they will now still go and buy in the market, hoping that it goes higher, then I sell.
Sometimes they don't allow immediate deposit too.
Yes, they do. These things are like strategic stuff. So and also I feel that some of them, because this thing is their own token, they can be able to enable claim for themselves faster, be able to dump the market before you. So if you've noticed so many of these launches, you find out that this thing has pumped to a crazy amount, and then it has dumped like 40% before the majority is able to start claiming. And by the time people are seeing that red, most people will start dumping now because, guy, this thing was $20. Now it's now $9. Guy, the claim is live already. Let me go and claim my token and, go away
Yeah.
with the money that I have. So
That's
it's
very real.
interesting.
That's very real. So a whole lot happens in this market. It's the wild west. That's one of the major reasons why people need guidance. People need a community to be part of. People need to also stay active, and you try not to buy and invest in any and everything you see. So if you're not yet part of the community, we have a community on Telegram. If you're not yet part of it, please search for the link in the description. Join the community so you can have the guidance needed to be able to navigate through this ecosystem. We do lots of stuff in the community, educational services for free. We hold Twitter spaces, we take questions, we drop calls, we drop airdrop opportunities, we even drop job opportunities in the crypto ecosystem. So you don't need to sleep on this. You need to take advantage of this right now. So do you have any parting words for the audience? Anything that they should do?
Well, the parting words is keep doing what you're doing. They say keep clicking. Well, don't click the wrong links. The market might seem bad, but it always clears up normally. It always clears up. And when it does clear up, we would probably even make money. So but till then, stay active, stay away from phishing links, and protect yourself.
So guys, don't forget to click the link in the description to join the community. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, if you have questions, leave it in the comment section. Thanks guys, and bye bye.